to an interesting edition of British Voice ASMR and a hotel room tour. It's an interesting one. This is Bannock House in Northern Ireland. I have got beautiful views, very little phone reception, a really kind of quaint room. It's old-fashioned, kind of nice. Some things going for it, some things not so much, which we shall discuss. I have just noticed that I seem to have really quite badly burnt my neck. Oh dear. So the weather now is miserable. It's raining out there. It's cold and wet. Well, it's not cold, but it's very wet. But most of the day it's been gloriously sunny. I've been out in the sun pretty much all day. I had my hat on, so I've not burnt my face so much, but my neck, I'm feeling it. Oh dear. Oh well. Yes. This is the room. It's massive. Excuse the bed. I did sleep in it last night, and no one's been in to kind of take out the rubbish or make up the beds or kind of change the towels or anything. I mean, I've got 3 beds here. Obviously, I only need 1, but there you go. It was comfortable. It's got this kind of golden duvet type throw thing on it. There's like gold thread going through this. It's quite. It looks quite posh, but maybe a little old and worn. We've got some jockeys with the horse racing on the wall. The Irish are keen on their horse racing. We have got quite a pretty little bedside lamp. I've put that one on over there. And these wall lamps can also go on. Let me see if I can. Boom. There you go. Again, very. I don't even know what decade that would be. To be honest, it's a bit old school, isn't it? Maybe 70s, 60s, 70s, maybe 1920s. I don't know. It looks ancient. It's quite. I mean, it's cool, but definitely dated. Another nice. This is a nice picture. I like that. We've got these big old flowery curtains. Again, the kind of thing you might find in your grandmother's house. And a very nice kind of outdoorsy area. So you can see the weather's not great. It's getting a bit misty and grim. The wallpaper is, well, some people will like it, some people won't. I actually quite like this. I do actually. I think that's quite stylish. And you've got this little kind of rail thing there. So that's again quite an old-fashioned thing. You don't see many of those these days. So that obviously dates the house. Now we have another picture and what can only be described as the most terrifying addition to a hotel room. What on earth has possessed them to put these in my room? Look at them. Terrifying. Like, it's horrific. I was not happy when I found out those were in the room. And an urn, which I don't know, maybe there's some ashes in there. Yeah, I don't know. It feels. It's a little bit weird. And this spare bed, just my underwear and stuff. So please ignore that. I bought myself some hickory and oak wood smoked Scotch salmon. Oh, Scottish salmon. smoked salmon for my dinner and some mango for dessert. So that I'm looking forward to. I'm going to be having that to eat soon. There's an old fireplace with very cool. Again, look at that. Look at the tiles here. Those tiles are absolutely ace. They're kind of a laser blue. I really like those. But you've got this kind of weird old thing kind of hiding the fireplace. It's a proper old fireplace, obviously. Nice mantelpiece here. Some interesting decorations. Just a lump of rock. Maybe a little keepsake from somewhere. I have some little random rocky type keepsakes myself, so I'm not going to judge for that. We've got another little kind of a sea faring type picture. I'm wondering what that's meant to be actually. It looks like people. I wonder if that's like people leaving for the new world or something. Who knows? We have another kind of jug and urn type thing. That is my drink for the day. I'm having a kefir drink. It's basically like drinking yogurt, and I love yogurt, so it's quite nice. A large. I've not got any shoes on, so excuse my feet. Large wardrobe. I opened this wardrobe yesterday, and it had like old bedding in it. Not much else. So just extra pillows, I guess, if you want extra pillows. Close that back up again. We have rugs. One, I'm going to say purpley, maroony, I don't know. And this, again, very, very old-fashioned type rug. Yeah. An absolutely ancient little chair. It's tiny, like, who's small enough to sit on that? Looks like a child's chair. It's really, really low down. This is interesting as well. This is like a raised. I wonder if that's carved into ivory. Something. Yeah, very posh. More nice fake flowers. Got some little radiator covers to cover the radiators. Bits and bobs there. Yeah. Now, one thing you might notice is that I haven't shown you the tea and biscuits and coffee and kettle. That's because there isn't any. This really upsets me. That's like the best thing about a hotel room. The tea, the biscuits, the little kettles, and you can make yourself a nice little cup of tea, have a biscuit, maybe some hot chocolate. It's not got any. So I arrived here last night. I was too late to have dinner. The local pub, which is about a 10-minute drive away because this is the middle of nowhere, had stopped serving dinner. So I drove to Tesco and got myself some food. And I've done the same tonight, in fairness. But I couldn't even make myself a cup of tea or have a biscuit. I was gutted. It was a bit rubbish. So yeah, never mind. That's one of the things going against it, obviously. Going forward, obviously the size of this place is it's massive. Very squeaky floorboards. Very posh. Nicely placed, a bit old, but we've got another rug in the bathroom now. Just went up some stairs to get into the bathroom there. And again, you've got lovely floral decoration. And these kind of nice iridescent tiles. I like those. I do. Again, out you can see, a slightly wet place. This is the soap kind of thing you get in a public bathroom. Nothing else was provided in here. So again, I actually had a bath. The bath is gorgeous. So I got it full right to the top. So I could get in nice. Oh, it was lovely. It covered me up. Had a really nice bath. But, and it's a big but. So it didn't have any bath or shower gel, no shampoo, no soap apart from this one on the wall. Fortunately, I had some with me in a little bottle that I had very wisely, it seems, taken from a previous hotel. And yeah, this one has none. Yesterday I didn't even have towels. I had to ask for towels this morning at breakfast. So, yes, something's not great, but lovely bath. Lovely bath. Nice little jug. This is interesting. This was open yesterday. It was unlocked. And you know what? I'm going to leave it closed. But that door was unlocked yesterday, so I've locked it, and it leads into my bathroom. But the other side of that door is just the hallway. So if I'd not locked it, anyone could have come in the middle of the night. Which would have been a bit weird. And the curtains are very, very pink. Very, very pink. So yeah, I mean, it's, again, exquisite room, huge, really high ceilings. Everything you'd kind of expect. A nice bath, little sink. But no shampoo, no conditioner, no shower gel. And yesterday, no towels. I had to ask for towels. So again, lovely bath, big room, but kind of missing some essentials really for a hotel. On the plus side, the breakfast I had was beautiful. Beautiful. So he made it on. It's just this kind of older guy. He's the only person I've seen here, so I assume he runs it on his own. I don't know. And yeah, he was just basically in the kitchen, and you sit in his kitchen in this big table laid out for probably about 8 people or so. And there were only 2 of us in at the time, so yeah, and he just made up bacon, eggs, potato cake. Oh, lovely. If you've never had proper good Irish potato cake, it's delicious. Kind of tomatoes on the vine, mushrooms. It was really tasty, like a really, really tasty breakfast. A jug of filter coffee. It was nice. So the breakfast was top tier. Would recommend. And I'll be honest with you. For me, that's important. Like, a good breakfast can make or break a hotel. If the room had tea and biscuits and shampoo, I know I don't need shampoo, but shower gel would have been useful. Then I'd have been quite happy to come back here again, but as it stands, a good breakfast is not enough for me to revisit a hotel when it's missing quite a lot of essentials. Yeah, so I was a bit upset about that, as you can probably imagine. Oh well. this in a minute. And I'm going to have my smoked salmon and my mango shortly. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to try and pretend that they do not exist and are not in the room. I thought they'd bother me, but I slept pretty well last night. I left the curtains open because I like the morning light to wake me up. What I had forgotten is we're approaching the back end of spring, heading towards summer, and in the UK that means we get very late nights and very early mornings for the sun. And the sun woke me up, bright daylight, at like 5 o'clock. So I didn't sleep very well last night. I slept okay, but obviously I woke up very early. That's quite pretty. It's just, it just looks like, this used to be a big, grand family home, and they've just basically converted it into a nice guest house. Yeah. So it's not bad. It's got a lot going for it. But it's, yeah, as I said, it's missing a couple of essentials. And you might have noticed I'm filming on a different camera today. I've got a big boy. I've got an A9 Mark III with a battery grip on, so it's massive. And I'm filming with a 28-70 GM lens. It's an f2. Honestly, it's a lovely lens. It's a lovely lens. But I was out earlier and I had the 400 to 800mm lens. It's our long distance lens. A proper big zoom. And I wanted to go and try it out because it's new and I'd not really used it. So I went out to shoot some wildlife, and I've got some lovely photos of herons and some random birds that I've never seen before, but apparently they're endangered according to a sign. I was just kind of trying my hand out. I wanted to see, because on the coastline here you can get dolphins, seals. I was hoping I might see some seals. I wasn't expecting to see dolphins. That would have been a Brucey bonus. I did see dolphins, a little pod of them, off the coast of Northern Ireland, off the northern coast, the Atlantic coast. Last time I was here, in the summer, last year, but I saw them at such a distance and I did not have a long zoom lens, so I got a couple of photos, but they weren't very good ones. But yeah, I got some really nice photos of birds and stuff today. So I'm going to spend probably the rest of my evening eating my smoked salmon and my mango and deleting all the rubbish photos and hopefully keeping one or two good ones. Yeah. But that's why I've got this camera out, because I was using this. This is our Speed Demon camera. It does 120 frames a second. It's insane. Like, it's ridiculously fast. And it's got a pre-capture ability, which means when you're focusing on something, it's basically already remembering the photos. So when you press the shutter down, you can tell it to kind of capture photos from that little bit before you press the shutter down. So it means, like, if you're trying to get a bird taking off, for example, by the time it takes off, obviously normally you're too slow pressing the shutter and you've missed the shot. But with the pre-capture on, it captures it, which is quite cool. I've been playing with it anyway today. I'm not a very good wildlife photographer. I don't have the patience for it, but it was nice to get out in nature and in the sunshine. Right. I think that's enough waffling for one video. That's 20 minutes, there or thereabouts. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm not going to put music on this one. I've had a request to do some just with background noise. I hope you like it. If you do, watch some more. Good night.